And 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Amal, and joining me tonight, I have Andy, George, and Carl. And we are the Monday Blues coming to you with the game preview, the round 18 game preview. Now, it is the Western Bulldogs going up against the Baggers on Saturday, 13th of July, 2024 at 4:35 p.m. at Marvel Stadium. Now, before we go around the grounds, a quick shout out to Mus. He was a very, very late out. What was the issue, Carl?
I don't know, but look, he's going to cop a flogging soon. He's on thin ice. He's on thin ice. Had enough of his rubbish.
Shout out to Mus, who couldn't be here. Hopefully he'll join us in the near future. Before we go around the grounds, I'm going to quickly throw it over to George for a sponsor update.
Mus, you are cutting it fine. Please, everyone in the comments, let us know your thoughts. Harass him. Make sure you get him on board. We can't handle this part-timerness. It's full-time or nothing. No, we love you, Mus. Miss you. Come back soon.
Yourself.
But harass him in the comments. As always, a big thank you to our sponsor, bluescrypto.com. You can find more information and full details on bluescrypto.com, as well as a weekly Ask Me Anything on the Man Ur's YouTube channel, Blues Crypto. All the socials are plugged into the video description, as well as the Twitter handle, the website, the actual cryptocurrency title. So a great initiative, whether you're a seasoned investor or you're investing, get around bluescrypto.com. He's actually had some really exciting updates in his most recent Ask Me Anything that was held, I believe, yesterday. Web3 marketplace updates where there's shipping started to USA, NFTs created. It's also a dedicated marketing team. So there's some really exciting expansions. So well done, Ur. Great work in terms of all the work that you've put into it as well. There's a couple of giveaways, I believe, that he's running as well. And there's an overseas project as well. So there's expanding. And, you know, great work from Ur, great work from the Carlton community getting around it. So if you haven't already checked it out, bluescrypto.com, and big thanks to Ur and Blues Crypto for getting around us.
Aiden, we should get a 2-match ban and a $4,000 suspension.
$4,000 suspension is my favorite.
Of associating with my mum if he ever gets the chance to talk to her.
Oh, he's even he's got Celine in the chat as well, actually. Yeah, no, I've gone off Mus now. No dedication.
Wow.
Mus is the Jack Martin of the group. More out to him.
All this talent, you know, you expect so much from him. And he's just a part-timer.
And he's just got weak calves. Yeah.
The Miles Powerball must be the negative. No lights, obviously. No. The heater is on. I am sweating, and the Powerball is not in negative. I wish it was. Times are tough, man. All right, leave me alone. All right, gents, how was the week? Now, obviously, we lost against GWS in a not the greatest way. How are we feeling in the build-up and in the lead-up to the Bulldogs? Carl, I'll throw it to you.
Look, I'm going to be honest here. I'm a bit nervous. Probably doesn't help. I'm feeling a bit sick, but getting better. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just this week's got me feeling a bit. How you going? I don't know how it's going to go, but I don't know, man. Someone make me feel better. Someone make me feel comfortable about it this week. I don't know, man. There's something about it just making me feel
200.
nervous.
Wet man's 200th.
G up.
I know. He's going to get 50, but we need the other blokes to fire up with him. So I'm sure we should be all right, but just a bit nervous. Wet man. Hey, let's film.
How you going, Eddie? How's your week?
Oh yeah, been a busy week for me, man. Just working heaps. I'm the opposite of Carl. I'm fucking cocky about Saturday. I reckon we're gonna smash them. I don't rate Western Bulldogs, and I think we've taken lessons out of what happened last week, and we'll learn from. We don't play like that twice in a row. We just don't. So, yeah, I reckon we come out, we smash them. Wetman's going to celebrate his 200, and we're just going to have a party, you know? So, yeah, I'm actually, like, I don't know, Aiden, why is everyone nervous? Yeah, I'm just not.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one, Andy. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm not.
I think we're not that team anymore. That we get on this run and put the heads down and not have a plan B. I think they've got barely a backline, right? We're going to go through the teams. There's a few, I think, interesting cryptic little nuggets left in the some of the team selection there, but we.
Shout out Rocco.
Shout out Rocco.
Mate,
great show
well
on Tuesday
said.
night.
That's why I'm not stressing. Like, we had a couple bad quarters, and we came up short, but we'll be all right.
I think, I'm going into this one. Yes, there's a couple of outs. There's injury clouds over a couple of the players as well, but doggies are depleted, and like you, Andy, I don't really rate them, to be honest. I think we match up well against them, and I don't think they're as damaging as they think they are. The AFL thinks they are. Or Bevo, Bevo's bullies, or mate. I reckon we have a real opportunity to get back on track. And in style, to be honest, this week. I'm actually looking forward to Saturday's match. Their home game, I don't think it's going to feel like it, to be honest, after the droves of Carlton fans rock up for Cripps 200th. We're there in force in general all year, so spoil their home game, make it look like ours. Can't wait. How's your week, Amal?
Busy. I'm in between. I can sort of relate to Carl, just because you don't know what Western Bulldogs you're going to get, right? One week they can come out and they can be a really good looking outfit, and then the next week they shit the bed like they did against Port Adelaide last week, right? So they want to respond, and the only thing that makes me nervous about our team, the only thing is that we've gone with pretty much the identical midfield mix that we did last week, and I don't think our midfield worked at all. That's what makes me a little nervous. But then at the same time, I agree with Andy and you, George, as well, in the sense that we are a much better team than what we were this time last year, or all of last year considered, and we should be able to come out and respond to the way that we lost last week. So we'll see. Now, with that being said, we're going to quickly go into the teams, and then we'll start on some of the discussion points. Now, for the doggies going out of the side, James O'Donnell injured, Aaron Norton injured, which is a big out. Coming into the side, Cody Waitman and Caleb Poulter. For Carlton going out of the side, Mitch McGovern injured and Orazio Fantasia being omitted. Coming in, Caleb Marchbank and Mark Pitnet. Backline for the doggies, Taylor Jure, Buku Kamis, Nick Caulfield, Lachlan Bramble, Rory Lobb, Bailey Dale going up against the forward line of Alex Chincotta, Charlie Curnow, Zach Williams, Harry Mackay, Tom DeConning, and Lockie Fogarty. Midfield for the doggies, Ed Richards, Adam Treloar, Bailey Williams, and following Tim English, Marcus Bontempelli, Tom Liberatore going up against the midfield of Matthew Cottrell, Patrick Cripps, Blake Akers, Mark Pitnet, Sam Walsh, and Adam Chera. Forward line for the doggies, Latham Vandermeer, Jamara Ugle-Hagan, Jack McRae, Cody Waitman, Sam Darcy, Riley West going up against the backline of Lockie Cowan, Jacob Wiedering, Brody Kemp, Adam Sard, Caleb Marchbank, and Nick Newman. Interchange for the Dogs, Joel Fraser, Harvey Gallagher, Lachlan McNeil, Caleb Poulter, Riley Sanders, and for Carlton, Jordan Boyd, Elijah Hollins, Ollie Hollins, Matty Kennedy, Matty Owies. Emergencies for the Dogs, Alex Keith, Riley Garcia, Caleb Daniel, and for Carlton, Sam Durden, Jesse Motlop, and George Hewitt. Thoughts, feels, ins, outs? Are we missing anyone? Should anyone have come in? Should we have let a few more people out? Georgie Hewitt, yes. Why isn't he playing? why isn't he playing? What are we missing here? Because you said it in the group chat earlier, Andy. In Voss we trust, but what is he doing? Because
I think we're really focusing on our turnover game. I think we're trying to step away from our clearance aspect, which is weird because we've brought Pitto in, which tends to lean more towards our clearance game. But it's a weird one. To me, it's a weird one. It's perplexing as to why Georgie Hewitt is out of the team. Maybe he's carrying an injury. Maybe it's something light and they're just being cautious about it. But I don't know. I'm surprised Ollie still kept his spot. To be honest, I thought he probably needed a break, which would have been perfect for Georgie Hewitt to slip back in. But yeah, that's the only one. I mean, Motlop probably unlucky, considering Owies was sub last week. The Georgie Hewitt one is a bit. I don't know if it's concerning, but I mean, if we're leading into finals and he's not getting a game, does that spell writing on the wall at all come finals time for him? Is he not in Voss's best 22 now that Cottrell's in? So interesting.
Well, I put the question to you guys off the back of something Amal said before reading out the teams, and then also for the chat as well. Comment, can hear your thoughts. I would have thought maybe Ollie gets a spell this week. Cotters moves to the wing. Hewitt comes in, clean hands around the contest because he was playing well before his emission. He wasn't necessarily not performing. He actually was. Do you think that this is Voss's preferred midfield mix?
I think Chera pushes him out.
Chera pushes Hewitt out.
That's what I think is happening.
He does. He obviously did. Yeah,
but Chera and
I
Hewitt
don't think
played.
it's an injury.
No, it can't be. It can't because he's not. He was played as a sub last week. But Chera and Hewitt play one game together before Cottrell came in?
Richmond, yeah.
So obviously
maybe they saw something they didn't like.
Chera had just over 50% game time in that game, and he performed really well, by the way, as well. So he's building, I think, back in nicely. But yeah, I would have thought it's an interesting one. With he obviously got a lot of faith continuing with Ollie. I thought a lot of fans have been calling for Ollie to maybe have a bit of a run in the twos or a spell in the twos. I thought with Cotters coming back here might have been the opportunity. Wouldn't have been opposed to him slotting into the wing. You've still got Akers there. Cotters on the other wing, and then Hewitt back in the middle. But yeah, interesting. And there's a few clouds over Charlie. There's clouds over Charlie. There's clouds over Wiedering. You got old mate Nigel Thornberry. Sam Durden is named as an emergency out of nowhere. That tells me that maybe a little bit cryptic. Maybe I'm looking into it too much. Maybe I am. And obviously, we heard that he got through okay. He might have been a 50-50, but there's been a bit of murmurs of Charlie, which might have been why Pitto's come in, and then you'd think they'd probably send TDK out forward and let Pitto handle the ruck for the game. But yeah, interesting.
I like TDK in the forward line. Every time he's gone up there, he's presented really well. He's got a very good kick on him. So I don't mind that. If that's the case and Charlie needs a week or so off, mate, get him right for finals. We've pretty much locked away the top 8. So, I mean, we are fighting for a top 4 spot, and it would be awesome to be a game and a half clear. So, I don't mind TDK up forward. I don't mind that. It's just go back to Georgie Hewitt for me. That's the thing for me. So, yeah, a bit concerning for George. That's all.
Yeah, my only concern, I'd love to see both or all three of Cripps, Kennedy, and Hewitt play, just because I feel like we rely too much on Cripps and I think he showed it last week against GWS, where we kind of relied on him to win
the ball,
win the ball for us far too much, and that's what Hewitt and Kennedy can sort of. Yeah, they can do that a bit and take the load off Cripps' shoulders. Now, I don't. That's the only reason why I think we've got too many too many like players in Cottrell, in Akers, in Hollands, coming into the side, in Chera as well. We need more of a balance. We need another inside mid. Now Kennedy will obviously switch with Cripps, I reckon, in this game, but we need more rotation because it's a hard role. What Cripps does is not easy stuff, and that's why I think George Hewitt is so important. Kennedy does it in another way, right? Kennedy is the hospital ball winner from Cripps's kicks, but Hewitt is another Cripps type player. Obviously nowhere near Cripps, but Cripps type. That's my only concern. That's because if we can't win it out of the stoppage, we don't like Cottrell and Akers or Hollands or Chera is not going to do it for you. And if Cripps is being tagged,
Chera will. If Cripps is getting tagged, I got faith in Chera doing well. But Chera's building it. But I think we're forgetting just how good Adam Chera is.
And he missed a lot of games.
He's a good player, man. I think it's just building. He might not get it done, this week or maybe even next. But when he gets going, don't forget how good he was before he got injured last year.
Shaved Chera, I remember.
Yeah, shaved head Chera. So I'm still holding faith there. I'm still holding faith there with Chera. The great point though. Sorry, George. Great point about Cripps' job being really, really tough. Being that extractor. So that's where Hewitt for me really, really like comes in handy for us because he's also he runs defensively. He's a good defensive mid. So he can run defensively, and that's not our strong suit, with Walsh and even Cripper himself. Like they're not really defensive runners. So yeah, but like I said, man, we kind of have to trust the system. Yeah, one bad loss doesn't mean we jump off the system. So Voss has a vision, and I'm backing him all the way, and see how we go. That's me anyway. Georgie, sorry, bro.
I'll just quickly go back to something. No, not my bad. I will quickly go back to something you said, Amal. Balance, right? And it's interesting because we talk about, and I sort of going back to my question about the midfield mix. It's if we say Ollie's out and then Hewitt's in, half the supporter base talk about we're too slow. So there's that balance or that discussion of Kennedy and Hewitt potentially can't play in the same team, but then we've seen the game against Geelong. Couple of games this season that's been really, really good. So is Voss showing that this is his preferred mix? And he wants a mix of pace, inside grunt, outside run. I'm keen to see that I think these questions will be answered in the run into the finals, and then of course the finals themselves in terms of what he wants. But I guess you've got to line up differently against different teams who they think we're matching up. Of course, on the day there might be better place, and there's things that we might not hear and see as well, right? So I know they have an obligation to sort of. Oh, have you lost me? No, I'm back.
No, yeah.
Internet's a bit choppy. Sorry, boys. Hewitt might not be 100%. There might be an injury club. Who knows? Nothing's been said about it, but I'm keen to see from here what happens in the run-in, the rest of the season and the finals as well.
I want to mention something. So I think we've all had these conversations. Every Carlton fan has had this conversation amongst other Carlton fans, trying to decide, would you play this person over that person? But why would you put this? This person's better. I think our selectors are doing that as well. So they're having the exact same conversations that we've all had as fans. But, it's their jobs on the line here. So this could be just, what they're doing. This is just them testing it out. Can Ollie and Cotters play in the same team? Because Akers is a lock for me, right? Akers is the lock. Yeah. It's Cotters and Hollands. Now, Fantasia played that wing role last week as well. He played higher up the ground. Clearly, that didn't work. I think they're showing faith in Cotters, which is good in my opinion. So I just think what it could be is the selectors having the same conversations we've all had, and just trying to find what the word is balance is again. So that's for me. Have we lost them all?
Yeah, I got one for you. All right. Yeah. Back to what George was saying that, Wiedering might be laid out and they've got Durden as a emergency. Do you reckon he's the right one? Because Doggies have got some tall forwards, yeah? Would you better option would have been Lewis Young?
My answer to that is I think we've recently, in the last year or so, we know what we're going to get from Lewis Young. It doesn't hurt to throw dirt in there. He's a competitive beast. From the times that he has played, he competes well. He's a big body. Why wouldn't you? Maybe he's training the house down. I back Big Nige.
I don't mind him, to be honest. I see where Carl's coming from because Young is tried and tested. So we know what we're getting from Young. We don't know what we're getting from Sam Durden, really. I loved what I saw in his one game last year against Richmond for the first half or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was it even last year? Wasn't it the year before, maybe? I can't remember, to be honest.
It was the year before McDonald. Was it the year before? Remember McDonald? I was played the
Oscar
first game.
McDonald.
Poor guy. Oscar McDonald played.
Yes.
And I heard he's bad. Poor guy. He's had a bad run
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
He got let go,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, it's interesting. I honestly think like this is good problems to have, as long as we're still winning games.
Yeah.
You know, that's the key. As long as we're still winning and we're able to test and try these things, then sweet.
Yeah. Now, a bit about the Western Bulldogs. Their list on paper looks brilliant. Like brilliant, right? Their midfield.
Wait, list or their team selection?
Their team selection list, whatever it is, right? The team that they're putting up against us on paper looks brilliant. Treloar, Williams, Richards, Waitman, right?
Dog.
Literally.
On paper, they're a really, really good set. I don't think we're heavy favourites. We're $1.44 the last time I checked to win this game.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable.
No, it just means you got to put more on them.
You know, I felt like everyone's like, yeah, confident, yeah, all right, we should win, but doggies have got it over us, yeah. Let's not forget that.
No,
like we go in each year. We've probably beat them twice in the last probably 6-7 years.
But when we do, we absolutely serve it to them, right? When we do beat them, and look, no Liam Jones, no Aaron Norton hurts. Like if Charlie does get up, and Mackay's playing, and TDK's resting up forward and rotating through the forward line,
there's a lot of power there,
mate. Buku Kamas and Rory Lobb, we're going to stretch them. Like you have to, you would have to, right? There's an obvious.
We could have said the same about last week. GWS had a lot of help.
Yeah, but GWS has a good team, bro. GWS, like to me, they're underperforming hard. GWS, and we saw them at their best last week. I don't think the doggies are that good, personally.
Oh, they're shit.
I think they've got good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if their best. I don't know if their best matches our best.
Yeah.
Look, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm nervous for nothing, but we'll see.
You mentioned Curnow. I think one thing I'd like to get from everyone is a player to watch, a player that you guys are going to keep your eye on, because for me, that's Curnow this week. I think he needs to respond. He's got an opportunity now with a less than full strength defense. I would love to see Curnow seriously impact the scoreboard, not just by kicking goals, but score assists as well, which we know he can do so well. Who is it for you guys? Carl?
Waitering. I mean, Curnow as well, but Waitering for me, because I want to see him get through, because we see when he does go down how much we do struggle. So seeing him get through a game is a must, and we need it to happen. So Waitering for me.
Great call, Carl.
Andy?
That's a very good question, Amal. I think I'm with you, Curnow. I went hard at him on Monday. I hurt a few feelings. I just want to see him respond. We know how good he is. We know what he can do. And last week was very disappointing effort-wise. Shout out J-Baggers. I want to see him. For me, it's not even kicking a bag. I want to see him run. I want to see him chase and not give up when his opponent runs. And I just want to see him present well. That's all. Georgie?
Yeah, I called it in the review about Kerno. I reckon he'll bounce back hard this week. And if we're saying player to watch, if the rumours are true, we'll be watching him in the stands. Well, I hope not. I hope he does get up and plays well and has a big one. But for me, it's easier to pivot to Wetman on his 200th, but it's not one player. I would like to focus on the midfielders around Patrick Cripps and what they do for him on Saturday afternoon. I think it's giving him a chop. So your Walsh, your Chera, your Kennedy, your Elijah Pollins, like these guys giving him a chop out, and really, really taking it to their midfield to allow him to break away to giving up forward maybe with a couple of goals or score assists and really allow him give him the ball on the outside, do some of the dirty work. I'm looking forward to seeing how the midfield, how they get revved up and said not only doing it for your captain, doing it on his milestone day, but after what last week I felt was a day where we sort of were, leaning back to old habits where we heavy reliance on Cripps. And needing others to step up. In previous weeks where they have, I felt like that was a little bit lacking last week. I don't think we'll do that 2 weeks in a row. I think they will absolutely have a bit of a chat, and I think Walsh will give him a bit of a rev up and say we're going to do it for Wetman. I hope he says that.
Absolutely, bro. I think we're understating just how important this game is for the club, right? Like, can we segue into talking about our captain? I don't know if anyone wanted to keep going. Sorry, yeah, Amal said you were looking for Kerno. Sorry. This guy came into the club, and it's been an absolute shit show for him the first 10 years or however long he's been there, right? 8 years. And what he's been able to do for the club is set the tone, right? And he probably needed a Michael Voss to step in just to really accelerate what he was trying to implement. But I reckon he would have had offers from back home, and they would have been through the roof financially, right? Sorry, Ma?
Someone, I saw somewhere today on Facebook. I think it was Kieran Byrne. Kieran Byrne. Do you guys remember the Irishman, Kieran Byrne, the real fast left-footed one? He said that he had so many offers from both West Coast and Freo to go back, and there were times where he was even thinking about it, but he would have never ever taken that thought into action because his home is at Carlton. How good is it to hear?
Thing. Yeah, that's amazing to hear. Like, this guy embodies everything that emblem means, to us. And man, what he's been able to do for the club and who he's been able to bring with him, like the Sam Walshes. Like, if there's no Patrick Cripps at that club, Sam Walsh is just another midfielder, but he's got someone to look up to, and what a man to look up to, So, this guy, I love him. Everyone knows how much I love Paddy Cripps, right? I can sit here and talk about Wetman all night, but he is Carlton, and I think the boys will absolutely G up for him because there aren't many clubmen that come along, not just in a season or a team, but in a lifetime, right? There aren't many players that come along that bleed that club's colours. And he is Carlton. He is blue. And I think the players will absolutely rev up for him. But I'll probably run on the ground if I could. I'll just jump off level 2.
Cameron Bayer, you ready for this one? One more. Let's get the people. If for those watching along, I'm going to chuck the link in the chat. Come on and let us know what your favorite memory of Paddy Cripps is.
Ain't no probably about it, brother. Ain't no probably about it.
Oh shit!
I'll chuck the link in the chat. Come on, join the chat.
Smash the like button as well, man.
Only on 22, man. That's embarrassing.
If you're wet for Wetman, smash the like button.
If
I
you love
can't-
wet, man.
I can't smash it anymore. I'm wet, soaking.
Jesus Christ.
Just stop.
While we're waiting, share.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who wants to kick it off with their favorite Cripper memory?
You go,
I'll
George.
So far,
2000
well.
and I think it was 2018 or 19. It was the Carlton versus Brisbane game.
What a game.
Who was it? Brendan Bolton just got sacked. Cripper was down in the bins, and the lead up to that game was massive. And then Brisbane were going along pretty well that year as well. And Cripper had a game. This guy took the whole team on his shoulders and blew that game apart. I'll never forget that. I remember I was sitting level 3 on the wing at Marvel, and roof was open as well. Sick game from Patrick Cripps. That was my most favorite memory.
Great call.
Carl, Andy.
I'll go. Whatever. I'll go.
Go and do-
It's funny. I just read a comment, and what Cripps did in that unforgettable. Like I never want to talk about that game after this, but that last game against Collingwood in 23, like
3 votes.
what an absolute beast of a match, yeah. And that's someone who runs off the ground or walks off the ground knowing that he left everything out there, you know. And again, that embodies everything that we're about these days. So,
Carl?
I'm with Amal, man. That Brisbane game, what he did in that last quarter was just like, jump on, boys. I'm taking you to Musland. Yeah, that's probably the best. But he's had that many. Like, you could probably just sit here all night just talking about what he's done for the club and on and off the field as well.
Yeah,
Agreed. To be honest, the first 5 minutes against Port, the fourth quarter a couple of weeks ago, was as good as a body of play that Cripps has done in his whole career, right? But for me, it's probably the elimination final against Sydney last year, his first final.
the goal.
And you could just, I like just the roar of the crowd. So there was the Doherty roar because Doc scored the first one. But when Cripps hit that set shot, it erupted, and you just see him. Let's fucking go! Like, It was just, like, at that point, everyone I think will run through a brick wall for the guy, and the slow mo.
Goosebumps, Georgie.
It's just great, and even that set shot a couple of weeks ago against Richmond, and we were lucky. Right in front of us, like you couldn't even. So when the camera pans, you can see Carl with his phone just like this. But it was right there, and he's just arms out, right. And I just in that moment, I felt safe. I was like, this is
He's gonna hug me.
This is our captain. This is our captain. We'll probably go through a few in the chat, but we got a man waiting there, young Aiden. Shall we bring him in?
Yeah,
Get him on.
What's in the background?
On your Aiden.
Aiden, what's going on, mate?
No, nothing much. How are you, boys?
Good, bro.
Good,
Good,
mate.
Good, mate. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I'm all right.
Aiden, favorite
Talk to us.
memory. Favorite Cripps memory.
Oh, I'm going to take you guys back to 2015. It was against Port. I remember I think it was after Malthouse got sacked, and John Barker, he was coach. I'm pretty sure this was his first game, and
Great game.
but that was his first game. I'm pretty sure he got 3 votes in, and I remember this passage of play. He got tackled from the front, and he handballed it behind his head to Bell, leading up to a goal, and he was just unreal that day. And I was only like, I'm pretty sure I was like 10 years old, and I literally said to my dad, whoever this number 9 is, he's going to be unreal. He's going to be unreal, and the fact that he's had plenty of games after that is unbelievable. He's unbelievable, but that's probably one of my favourites of him. But yeah, if you're going to ask me a second one, then probably Brisbane, to be honest.
Good call.
It's too many.
Good call.
Yeah, great call. You going to the game this week?
Yeah, I'm going.
Your mum coming?
Nah, she doesn't like the footy. She doesn't like the footy. But the only player that she knows is Cripps for obvious reasons. But fun fact about that 2019 Brisbane game, my dad's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to the footy. We're gonna go to the footy." I'm like, "No, I don't want to go. We're shit. We're gonna probably get pumped." And then I think we were getting pumped by like 38 points or something. And then I said to my dad, "Can we go?" And he's like, "No, we're gonna come back." I remember Charlie kicking that goal, and then Cripps turned into some type of god after that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm never wanting to ask to leave early again. Stuff that, forget it.
That was a ridiculous game.
That
How are you
was
feeling
a
about the game
mental
against the Dogs?
I'm confident. They better get it done. They have to. But I don't know. There's like word around that Charlie might be a late out, Wiedering might be a late out, but I don't think they would really want to miss their captain's 200th. Like they practically all played with each other for 10 years. So
Yeah.
and I reckon they'll get it done for them, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
Let's
I
hope
want to
so.
see him carry him off on their shoulders
It's
after
too
a
big to
win.
carry.
I think
That's why we've got Struckman in. That's why.
I think if he kicks a goal, I think that will be probably as louder as an elimination final, because I'm pretty sure in that moment it's his 200th, and if he kicks a goal, then everyone will just be up and about. But yeah, I'll probably start crying when he gets lifted off, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Probably same, bro, to be honest.
I don't know. I love that guy.
Oh, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Let's make sure you're loud when you're there, mate, on Saturday.
No, I will.
Get loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully we
Well,
bump into you as well. Cheers for jumping on, Aiden.
Nah,
Appreciate it.
thank you. So yeah.
Quick,
So hard
quick
almost.
bro.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, bye.
On you, Aiden.
Is anyone else seasick, or is it just me?
Shall
What a
we?
man. Cripps is, man. What a man.
Shall we go through some of the comments? People's favorite memory.
Yeah, let's do it.
There's a great video actually on our socials on Instagram. Shout out only Carlton, who made that compilation just earlier tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Andy, we talked about this one on
Yeah.
just the other night.
man. What
Yep.
a goal that was. Hutto's commentary is next level on that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Another good one
Yep.
from Seven semi-final last year, battered and bruised, wiping blood from his nose. No specific moment from that game, but just his pure determination to stay on the ground and help his team win. I remember we were level 2, just on the 50, and we saw who's that dog? What's his name? Pickett? Pickett? No.
Yeah, pick it.
Yeah.
His name Pickett, yeah?
Yeah,
Right,
pick it.
pick your nose, man.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
He sniped him. Literally sniped him.
That's what he does.
There's no two ways about it. There's no two way. And all of us, the whole row was up yelling at the guy. He's on the other side of the field. This happened on the other side of the field, and we're all like, "You fucking dog!" We're just losing it.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
He was confused as well.
Shout out Jay Taylor.
Oh, that was a good one. What else? Is there any more? Let's have a look. Oh, I remember this one. The premature, the Blues are back in the tunnels. Who did we win that game? Was it
Gold Coast.
It was the Suns. It was the Suns. Yeah.
Suns.
This Gold Coast. This is COVID year, I think.
We're doing it hard, man.
This was COVID, yeah. I remember. Blues are back. Me and Georgie still yell it after every win.
We
Just
lost the next
randomly.
10.
Blues are back on the way out.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, all right.
Plenty.
I'm going to. I've got another favorite Cripps memory, but while we continue, I'm going to find a photo for it. I'll share the photo.
Nice.
All right, well, in the meantime, we'll kick off with the predictions. Then, everyone ready to go with the predictions, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
all right? George, you're obviously
You
loading.
boys
that thing up.
kick off. I'm finding this photo.
All right, Carl.
Yeah, a bit nervous, Just that. How you going? I think we win by 14 points. I don't think it's going to be as easy as everyone thinks it's going to be. That's what I think, anyway. 14 points. I think Harry's going to be our leading goal scorer. I don't know how many he's going to kick, but I got Harry kicking the most for us, and it's got to be Cripps, BOG. He's got to. I reckon he's going to get 40 touches. 40 for Cripper for 200.
40.
Huge.
I like
Andy?
your stuff, Carl. Yeah, I think we win by 65 points. Yeah, I just think we obliterate them. I don't think they get close to us. And I think Beveridge's job is a bit flimsy after this one. I reckon the talk will be about Bevo. I think I'm going to tip Charlie to come back if he does play. I think Charlie will kick 6. Harry's going to kick 3, but Charlie's going to be the one, and he'll kick 6. And I reckon Walshy will have a ripper. I reckon Walsh is getting 35. Georgie?
I will go Carlton by 31. I'm going to back Cripps on his big day. I think he's going to want it more than anyone. He's going to absolutely take the the MCGs at Marvel. Oh, we've got those shit sauce packets as well at Marvel.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that before.
Anyway, moving on from that bad news. I think he's absolutely going to run a riot. BOG Wetman on Wetman Day, and I fully put my hand up and said Kerno is going to absolutely turn around. I'm going to stick to my guns. I think he's going to get 5, but I think he's probably still going to leave us wanting. I reckon he can blow a game apart. So he likes playing against the doggies. So I'll back him in for 5, and I think we should. It's if he gets up. Really hope he does. But otherwise, I think we should put them away, noting how thin their defense is running.
I reckon.
Shout out, Justin.
I've got a little bitty Heinz tiny bottle or Sriracha. I might have to bring that. But mate, the sachets, Marvel, do something about it. MCG's got the squeezy packs. It's easy. There's been a couple of strangers' jackets. I think Andy and I have splattered on. And it's just annoying. It's just annoying. I found the photo, but Amal, you go your one, and I'll share the photo after this.
Cool. I reckon Carlton by 20. It's going to be close. I reckon Charlie will turn it around. He will get some goals on the board and will play a good game. However, I think Harry will be the leading goal kicker for the game with possibly 5 or 6. Harry usually plays pretty well against the doggies from my memory. I could be wrong, but as far as I can remember, I think he does quite well against the dogs. And best on ground, you can't go past Cripps. Like this is his day. This is his game. This is his round. It's 200. There's a lot riding on it, I think, outside of it as well. We need to finish top 2. The last thing we want to do is have to travel come the first round of finals. So there's a bit on this game, and I think we'll get up, but it's not going to be easy because on the other side of the table, the Doggies have a lot riding on it as well. In particular with Bevo, we've seen that Simpson got sacked recently. Will Bevo put his hand up for that job? Who knows? He's on thin ice here at the Doggies as well, given their recent performances. So an important game on both ends. So, but I still think Carlton will get up.
Quick one. I just want to validate this. Shout out Scotty Tompkins for always tuning in. I bring sandwiches to Marvel. Essendon get a cut from every sale, not giving those dogs a cent. If this is true,
yeah, it is.
We boycott food at Marvel.
Done.
We
I reckon we burn the food stands. Please don't start fires at Marvel. Please, guys.
That's the best fire tonight.
Where's Hutto? Hachi. Sorry, Hachi.
Hachi. Yeah, might have to bring my own shawarma. Anyway,
$7.
$7 where from, Carl?
Was it Roxy?
So, Meadow Heights. We'll move on.
How much?
Nice.
$7. Anyway, shout out Shawarma Al Basha, Meadow Heights. Get around it. $7 kebabs. Can't go wrong. Anyway, moving on. $7.
$7.
Anyway, you're going to harass me now. My favorite Cripps memory. One of my favorite Cripps memories, and I've never been this nervous. Best and fairest night last year. We get out. I think we said our goodbyes to each other, and I'm walking with my brother and his missus and my wife. We're walking to the car. Seeing Juddy on the way there, he was buzzing. Anyway, went down the escalator, walked through, as you know, where all the designer shops are and the restaurants, going up towards the main gaming area of the car park. And my wife said to me, "Don't panic. But Cripps and Kerno are walking behind us." And when I tell you, Crown has never been this quieter and emptier. It was like, I don't know, it was 11 p.m. or whatnot on a Sunday evening. Work the next day. There was no one else in this whole corridor of Crown except us, Kerno and Cripps. And they're big blokes. They've got, larger strides on them. They're catching up to us. And she's like, yeah, they're pretty much following us right now. They're right behind us, right? They're going wherever we're going. I'm like, oh, shit. All right, just stay calm, act cool. Don't make a fool of yourself, right? And I could hear Cripps here. He'd had a few to drink. He was up and about. Anyway, I think Kerno's sister was there and a mate of theirs, whatnot. And we get on the escalator, and what do I know? I hear footsteps behind me, and they get on the escalator too. And the photo is me. I couldn't help myself. I said, "Boys, get around it. Get in." Cripps had quite a few in that one. So he was absolutely buzzing. Charlie was. He made sure he got in the photo as well. So that was probably my favorite memory. I didn't make a fool of myself, but they literally for about 2 or 3 minutes just followed me through Crown, and I thought, just don't turn around and be an idiot. But yeah, favorite memory.
While you're at it,
well done, Georgie.
While you're at it, Georgie. He knows where this is going.
Oh no!
I think I worked out why we lost last week. Just quietly. Do you want to explain yourself, Georgie. Explain yourself. I
fucking called it, man.
As to why Carlton lost last week. It wasn't because of team selection. No, it wasn't because Weeders got corked. It wasn't because TDK rolled his ankle. It wasn't because Charlie didn't give a fuck. This is why.
He had a drink.
I thought I was scared that Carl was going to bring this up on Monday night because he called it out on the group chat. Look, all right, let's. I messaged you guys in the group chat before the game, okay, before the GWS game, and we all know that for anyone who's tuning in now who doesn't know the backstory,
I'm fucking disgusted, George.
I said it a few episodes ago. I haven't told it yet. Wait, just wait.
I'm disappointed, mate.
A few weeks ago, I told the story that since 2021, every time I have an alcoholic beverage, not any beverage, let me drink water at least. Anytime I have an alcoholic beverage at the footy, we lose. It's a tried and tested record every time, right? Now, yes, Andy peer pressured me at Gather Round last year because it was just me and him. He peer pressured me. Anyway, we lost that one. After beating Freo Gather Round this year, hey, I had an all-inclusive food and drinks package for 4 quarters. I didn't drink shit. I did not drink shit because I'm like, I'm not coming. I'm in this different state. I've got an all-inclusive package, but I'm holding myself for the boys, right? Final siren went. It was a high-intensity, high drama. Cracked open the tinny, had a bit of a drink. We lost to Adelaide the next week. Fuck my life. Anyway, so moving on. I messaged the boys in the group chat and I said,
don't pin this on us.
Does it count? Does it count if I'm not at the game? I haven't traveled into state for it. I'm not at the game. I'm watching it on TV. And the response was, the blood alcohol level should be 0 at the stadium. So you're safe. All right, I'll take it. I was watching the footy with the kids at quarter time. At quarter time when I'm like, this is pretty relaxing. These are nice kids. It's bedtime. Put them to bed. And I thought, you know what? You know what would be nice? Just a
loss.
A bit of a slap in the rocks.
A couple of losses.
I poured it at quarter time, and I've never regretted. I've never regretted anything more. So this hoodoo is extending that I just don't do it. Interstate
At all.
here,
I
home
fucking call
TV.
it, man. You know what? I'm calling my
right,
wife. Fucking get me a knife.
So and the fact that I poured it at quarter time makes me sick, right? Because I was like, maybe I'm the curse. Maybe I'm the curse. So boys,
You are.
I'm
Hey, you
putting
should
my hand up now.
you should
Home,
have
away, TV, stadium. It's just not
Whenever we're
happening.
playing, no drink.
heard Georgie tell me this during the week. He's like, bro, I'm like, what? He goes, it happened again. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you said I could drink at home. I'm like, Georgie, what happened? I thought something like, really, really bad happened. This guy had a drink at quarter time.
You're making it out like I'm a degenerate, by the way. For everyone noticing, I don't have a problem. I don't have an issue. I enjoy an occasional beer on the weekend. One, maybe two.
He enjoys a beer every night.
If I'm out with Andy, different story. We enjoy things, multiple drinks together. But anyway,
Absolutely.
However, I'm going to take this oath. I am not doing it again. Home, away, TV, not TV. I can see that everyone in the comments. Geez, I think by the end of this month, there's going to be like pictures of me around the stadium saying "Do not serve." I think that the people are going to be.
I've got a
People
picture
are
of
gonna
you,
be watching
Georgie, in my bottle shop to make sure no one serves you. No staff members serve Georgie at my bottle shop.
Hit the like
on
button
a
if you
weekend.
think George should never drink while the game's on.
I'm unliking just to like it again.
Thanks, George. Thanks, mate.
I've committed. If you see, I give you all full permission. If you see me at the MCG or Marvel, anywhere near a bar, just
swing on it.
just kindly escort me away. Rocco's message. Shout out Rocco, the Jumper Punch Boys. Rocco's message to me when I said it in the group chat killed me. He's like, "Fuck you, George. I knew there were greater powers at play." Oh god! I'll tell you. Shout out to Petra Cullen. He said, "George, break the hoodoo. Get smashed this week with a bottle of whiskey." I'll tell you when. The next time I will crack anything open, after I see us lift number 17.
Yes, very good.
I'll head to Andy's shop, get a keg.
In
the meantime, he let us down. Thanks, George.
Sorry, boys. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to us. Apologize to the Carlton community, George.
100,000 fans. You know?
Sam Mansour, contact Alcoholics Anonymous.
Shout out Uncle Sam.
Shout out Uncle Sam. It's not a problem. I promise you. Anyway, yeah, I put my hand up. I'm sorry. And the fact that it happened at quarter time disgusts me. I'm sorry, but yeah, it will not happen again. I promise.
So let me get this right. Amal's the umpire. Carlin's the funny one. Mus is the one that's never here. I'm the angry one, and George is the drunk. That's what we are. That's what we established.
Mus is Jack Martin.
Just the generous.
Very good.
Geez.
Yeah. All right, we got a game ahead of us. Saturday, 4:35. I do like the 4:35 times. It's
I don't.
Doesn't eat up your night. You get to come home early. It's not bad. A tough game. It's not going to be a walk in the park, but I think that the boys will get up for Cripps. I can see them frozen as well. Far out. Aiden, 10 seconds. Carlton lead by a kick against Sydney. George cracks open a drink. Sydney kick the win.
Bro, that's not funny.
Don't put it that out. I'm telling you, I made a promise. That's it. I was testing the waters. I even asked the boys for permission. I said in the group chat, and there's proof. I said, "Hey boys, what do you reckon?"
Why do you listen to me though? He did, and I told him, yeah, bro, like whatever.
Hang on. What did you write? I'm going to search it up right now.
Yeah, it is. He said 0% at the stadium only applies. He did.
Yeah, I did. I'll put my.
I would have said no.
Bloke's never listened to me in his life. Now he listens to me. The one time he listened to me. I'm wrong about everything, Georgie. Look at my life.
I put my hand up. It's not happening. That's it. But to anyone that, I know there's a lot of people that know me in the chat. There's people that don't know me. I don't have a problem. I promise I'm okay. Everything's fine. This is just a bit of a hoodoo. So I'm not. And shout out to Justin every week at games offering me drinks.
Justin, stop it. Exactly. Exactly.
How
How are you going to
trust
trust a bottle shop owner? You're good for business.
Oh shit!
I
Shout
reckon
out,
he's going to get you
Justin.
to have one then snitch on you.
Nah, it's done. It's done and dusted, boys.
Good stuff, boys.
All right, until Saturday, Arvo, and the review on Monday night. It is sayonara from the Monday Blues. Can we just stay on and have a quick chat with George separately, please? That'd be good.
Take care, everyone. Have a good
Speaking now,
night.
now.
Get to the ground
guys.
and get loud.